Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Ritual Madness Podcast! The best of the underground! Make madness your ritual!
Holy shit, what's going down? If you're watching this, you're checking out the new spot. And I'm trying to get everything lined up and ready to rock here. We got a new studio. I am sitting in the new studio, the Shred Den Studios, live from the Shred Den. It is Ritual Madness Podcast. I am hanging out here. I'm your host, the Hexagon. I'm trying out some new stuff. Got a bunch of new gear. Well, I guess enough gear to make this work. A little bit more bells and whistles. And everybody knows, if you watch this podcast at any particular point, I always have so much shit going on. It's like kind of difficult to get it to all work right. But I'm really, really trying. Jordan and I have been working on doing a couple different things in this place. I got some different cameras. This is still one of my static cameras, and kind of a new look back here. Things smoldering and smoking and whatnot in the back there. I have, I got a bunch of different stuff here. But, I wanted to say the very first song that we did was off the new Apothic album. Apothic, their debut self-titled album. Go check that out. It does say in the card there, and become gods. Get your Apothic music on iTunes. That's where I got it to play it on the show here. Funny thing is Tanik's over there working in the shred den, and I'm upstairs in the studio talking about him. They just released this actually not that long ago, and check it out if you can. It's fucking heavy, and they did a great job on it. It sounds fantastic. So hopefully you dig it and check it out. I appreciate you if you're coming in, just saying what's up and saying hello to me, or joining the stream, or any of that, or watching it after I record this. I am, like I said, just sitting in the new studio, kind of trying to get things set up and run them. I've done a ton of tests, so all the tests I've done sounds pretty good so far. It looks pretty good as far as the static cameras and the new look in here. I've got a new layout, man. It's a lot bigger than my last space. I can kind of show you a little bit. Jordan's not here with me. He's going to a wedding tomorrow. So, and I kind of just like one of them spontaneous podcast things. I've got all this new stuff that I want to tinker with and try to work out and get all the bugs worked out. And what a better way to do that than to just come on here and talk some shit, say hello. Hope everybody's been doing well. We haven't done a podcast since Dan Copy, I think, was the last one from Reaping Asmodea. Drummer came in and did a podcast with us. Always a fantastic guest. Very cool dude. Fantastic drummer. Dude has just been a beast in this music scene for a long time. And, you know, I feel super lucky to be able to sit down with guys like that on a regular and chat with them or know them. Such talented folks. So many bands in the Twin Cities. I've said it a million times. I feel like this place has been overlooked so many times with fantastic, talented musicians. I've switched up a ton of stuff. I switched up my soundboard. I've got a different board. I've got a couple different cameras in this room. New studio space, like I've said multiple times here. And I will show some of the stuff here. I wanted to actually kind of just maybe go over a few shows, go over some of the stuff that I've got on Facebook that I've been promoting for the last little while here. I've got a show going on tomorrow at let me see if I can pull this one up here. There we go. That's my screenshot. I'm down here in the corner, but this is tomorrow at the Skyway Theater, Studio B. It is Glutton for Punishment, I believe is how you say that, Descent of Man, Isilic, and Disembodied Humanity. That is tomorrow night. $10 to get in, all ages. Doors at 6 o'clock. I believe this is the Knott's CD release party. They booked it a couple months ago with me, and I haven't really been doing a ton of shows because of my back and all this other shit from last year. I'm sure you heard all of this stuff if you pay attention to the podcast at all. But these guys are jamming tomorrow, and this is going to be a fantastic show. Heavy as fucking balls. Every one of those bands on there is really, really good shit. So if you could make it down there tomorrow, do that. There's a ton of stuff going on in town. Zombie Pub Crawl is tomorrow, which is going to be all kinds of craziness. But please go to that Skyway Theater show. All ages, go get yourself a fix of some good metal. Glutton for Punishment just dropped an album not that long ago, and they did their CD release with Die Hardcore, and I can't remember who else was on that show. Also, one of the Skyway Theater shows that I helped get going. Turnout was good from what I understand. Everybody had a good time. Let me see here. So I just wanted to, see if you guys want to check that show out. Again, Zombie Pub Crawl is tomorrow. Another Studio 301. I've got so many different things. Don't forget, you can actually go onto my Facebook or onto Ritual Madness Podcast on Facebook and see all of these shows that I actually promote or push. And if you've got a band and you've got some shows coming up, make sure you either tag me in it or send it to me, and I'll definitely push it if I can, and try to keep things going. I've been doing these like little breaks, and my last break wasn't an intentional break. It was actually me trying to move into a better studio, and luckily I was able to find my way into the collective of the Shred Den fellas, and so they allowed me to move into the building where they're at, and I got a pretty sweet spot, and it took me a minute, but we've got a ton of stuff coming up. We got a ton of people wanting to jump onto the podcast and say what's happening and promote their stuff. And we're here with open arms, ready to go. Like I said, I'm working on better cameras, better camera angles. Some stuff I should have done a couple years ago, but just haven't had a chance to really. And I've kind of found a way to get my stuff together. And so far, the test that I've done, it sounds pretty damn good. I've really been enjoying it so far. I'm like antsy because I really wanted to do a podcast for a while. And as you put things together, you're like excited to show people what's going on with it and put it out there for people to see. So I'm really working on a couple different things. I really want to try to incorporate some sort of live element to it, to have the bands come in and jam and do something. I'm still working the ins and outs of all of that shit. I know I have a couple bands that actually are very close to here and have offered up their guinea pigness, so they can they're willing to allow us to camera up some people and try to see if we can get some cool stuff to happen. I'm kind of stoked about it, actually. Lots of great ideas. Crazy busy month this month, and Jordan's getting married next month. So the beginning of next month, and I think they're going to be on their honeymoon and rolling around. And dude went to a wedding last weekend. He's got one this weekend, and then he gets married in a couple weeks too. So it's going to be crazy busy. So we're going to try to squeeze some people in. I've already had to turn down a couple people and trying to work out dates of people that I owe podcasts to, that we either set them up before. Sick people, grandkids, something going on, birthdays. I mean, there's always something. As you get older, life kind of grabs you by the fucking sack, and you really don't have a choice but to family first always, and you try to enjoy the fun stuff when you can. And I've been trying to do that for a while now, but I've just been so damn busy trying to get moved and get everything squared away in here. I'm all moved in. I've got everything set up. I've been doing tests, trying to get things to sound proper and to look good. So I can kind of show you a little bit. I've got some different cameras, some different views of where it is. I don't know what just happened there. But my main camera, for some odd reason, is not showing up. That's sweet. I love it. I'm not able to get the camera. I don't know why these are not showing up in here. Main cam. Yeah, as you can see, the background's working, but my main cam, again, this is me trying to work things out. The tests, they all actually worked before. All the cameras did. So I'm not positive exactly what's going on here, but I'll get it all figured out. But I do have my static cameras working, and like I said, I've ran a bunch of tests on this thing before, and it all fucking worked before. So I don't know what the hell's going on. But I'm not too worried about it. We'll get it all worked out. I know that I still have Jordan's camera works, right? Yep, there we go. Then you can see Jordan is not here. And then I'll go back to my camera. For some odd reason, that's not showing up my main feed. Yeah, so I basically was just coming on here to say what's happening, let you know that I'm working on some other stuff. I've got my cameras up, and they were working there, but we got a bunch of shows coming up. Next weekend, Metalachi there with Barachos Inc. That is at the Turf Club next, what is that, the 16th? Let me see here. Carnifex is the 17th. Looks like, I don't even know exactly where that's at. Let's open that up. See if we can, oh, I don't want to do that. Looks like that is at the Varsity Theater, 5 p.m. show, outdoors, and show at 6 p.m., 15 plus with valid ID. That is the Carnifex with Cryptopsy, Mental Cruelty. I am not even going to try to say that because you know how fumbly I am with that shit. Kind of silly. This one is actually released today. This is the first time I saw this one at the Fine Line category. Oh, God damn it. Now it's going to throw me everywhere. Category 7, it looks like. And Ex-Hoarder and a couple other bands. March 18th. Let me see here. Oh, yeah. Hey, don't forget to check out my boys at Lowbrow Saints Tattoo Collective. 612-353-4755. lowbrowsaints@gmail.com. Give them a shout if you have tattoo needs. Jason will definitely take care of you. And always appreciate it if you go in there and say, Greg sent me, or Hex sent me, or Ritual Madness Podcast sent me. Saw it on there. Jason's always good about taking care of folks, people that I know real well. So if you're a fan or follow the podcast, please tell him I sent you. And maybe he'll charge you a little extra. I always say that. But Shred Den is now open. Hours Monday through Friday, 5 to 8. Saturdays 11 to 5. 9100 85th Avenue North, Suite 100, Brooklyn Park. And the podcast studio is now in that building, too. So we are part of the black and gray building here over in Brooklyn Park. Give them a call, 763-350-2191. Or they do a lot of business on their website, too, theshredden.net. Look those cats up. They've got some beautiful guitars over there, man. I wish that I was a player so I could enjoy some of that fantastic shit. But, yeah. So I really am just coming in here and yeah, just trying to see if any of this stuff works, which for some odd reason, it is not picking up my cameras, and I'm really bummed out about it because I put a lot of hard work into this shit, and it did not work for me. But what are you going to do? I'll have to go back to the drawing board and mess with this stuff again. But I was going to do, yeah, here, if you're looking for the old, we played some Apothec. Here's a guitar player from Apothec, Nate Tannick, doing some lessons down at the Shred Den. If you're looking to get some lessons, make sure to hit him up. He's available. 763-213-5929. Give him a message on Facebook, Natanic Pillar. Go hook it up if you need some lessons, fresh up on some stuff, get some good workouts in. That dude will definitely teach you some stuff. Shred Den open, and tomorrow's show at Skyway Theater, Zombie Pub Crawl, Metalachi, Carnifex. We did that one already. Eddie Griffin is coming. Here's another one, which is in St. Portage, Wisconsin, actually. 301 Productions. Go check out some of that stuff. If you're up in that area, man, make sure you support some of these shows. There are a fucking ton of shows coming here to Minneapolis soon. So make sure that you go support some of those shows. And we'll definitely... I've got a couple extra tunes here, too, that are I'm going to be playing. I know I did the Apothic. I've got some... these cats are definitely, let me see here. October 20th, Lorna Shore's coming to town. I'm not positive who they're with, and every time I click this, it's going to send me back to something else. Big Kia? Silic's on this one, too. That's crazy. The 23rd of October. And it says, thanks for sharing. Yeah, no problem, dude. Whitechapel, Kubla Khan. Yeah, dude. Kubla Khan, somebody just played me one of their tunes from Kubla Khan from Texas. Just randomly played me one of their tunes. Holy fuck, they're heavy as balls, man. I haven't, the Skingle, whatever that Squashkin Bog band, those cats I've heard great things about as well. Plus, Devin is a Facebook friend of mine. I believe I met him through Jesse from Incinerate and Glutton for Punishment. Fucking hilarious. Him and that goofy fucking Ronnie Radke dude getting into it and having a Facebook feud. It was fantastic. So go check those guys out. And they're going to be in town. Shit. Doesn't say where. But I believe that's the 20th. Yes, October 20th. They'll be in town. I'm not positive exactly where that show is. Oh, that's the Lorna Shore show. I wasn't used to that fucking logo for some odd reason, but that's the one I was just saying. They're going to be in town on the 20th of this month. Sisters of Mercy at the Fillmore on the 22nd. Oh God, this is something that I actually wanted to play and kind of talk about because Dan, when he was in, Dan Copy from Reaping Asmodea actually he played us some of this video, so Jordan and myself got to see this video before anybody got to see it. I actually saw it like the week before from the vocalist Eric, who also sings in Glutton for Punishment, who plays tomorrow night at Skyway Theater, but. I wanted to play this video. I wonder if it'll bring me. Yeah, it'll play it. This shit, I'll probably get banned for playing a video from. This video turned out great.
Raising the blade, the flesh begins to.
I love the fact that they got their old bass player back. And Dan talks about that in our last podcast as well. If you want to go back to the last podcast, take a listen to it. It was fantastic. Dan dropped a bunch of knowledge on us. Alex is he's a badass guitar player. Every one of these guys are so damn talented. I'm seriously hoping I don't get booted for it, but aesthetically just beautiful as hell. I mean, these guys, knowing these guys for a long time, I don't see any issue with playing some of their video blues. I would have played the tune, and I believe we did play some of their tunes last time, so. And Climactic as well. Yeah, definitely go back and watch that. Go back to that. See if I can go real quick to my YouTube channel and see if I can find that real quick, as a matter of fact. That one right there, $2.93 with Dan Copy. And we talk about this video. We talk about a lot of cool stuff. $2.93. Go back and watch it if you can. Yeah, go support these guys, man. They fucking rip, man. Absolutely rip. I'm probably going to get in so much shit for this. I don't even care. This is worth it. These dudes are just badass. High energy fucking brutalness. These guys are playing on November 9th, I believe, at Skyway Theater. Big show coming to town. I definitely get to that one because it's on my list to get. Fucking love it. Eric's a beast. Not a very big dude, but he's fucking got a big voice, boy. I'll tell you what. Brutal. Yeah, they did a fantastic job with that video, man. And that screen that they have in the background. Holy God, that thing just smokes, dude. Hell yeah. So go check those guys out. Make sure you support those cats. Lots and lots of shows coming. And you could always see these shows and support these shows via my personal Facebook, which you're looking at right now, or the Ritual Madness Podcast Facebook. We always try to promote these bad boys, these good shows. Darkness Days last weekend, Chemist was in town. Or, yeah, I think that's the name. That's how you say it. But Impaler opened for them, and God Came from Space, I believe, which they play, I think, every freaking year. One of them guys have to work for Shirley. I believe it's a guitar player or something that works for Shirley. But going to see Impaler, holy shit, them guys have been around forever and such icons of the music scene here in the Twin Cities. If you get a chance to go check those guys out at the Mabel, go check it out. Zimmergy Brewing Company, go support those folks as well, and Menominee there. These dudes have been doing some amazing metal at their brewery, so that's badass. Bonefire, them cats have been around a long time. And we're in the 26th of October. Lots of good shows coming up, man. There, we got one in Chicago. I kind of been trying to do a lot of regional stuff lately, and kind of just keeping everybody in the loop with that stuff too. I'm gonna promote the shit out of this one because this is gonna be one of the coolest birthday parties. I went to this one last year, or not last year, a couple years now, and got to see Like Murder, and there was another one I can't remember what their name was, but tribute to Acid Bath. Sammy Duet was there at the last one as well with the drummer Jimmy Kyle from Acid Bath, and they played both albums. They did Kite String, and then they did Pagan Terrorism Tactics for Buddha's birthday, and this is the celebration again. They're doing another one. This time Mikey Sanchez and Sammy are coming up. Both guitarists from Asabeth, which is even cooler if you ask me, because I've always wanted to ask Mikey, like, what stuff did he do? We just had I know at the Shred Den they just did a guitar clinic with Sammy Douay. When he came in town with Goat Horror at the Turf Club, I believe, and it was really cool. I got some of my albums signed. Was like a really chill guitar clinic, basically across the hallway from my studio space, which was even cooler because I could come over here and have a drink and then run over there and chat with those cats. And I believe the dude's name is Michael Klein, the guy who builds Sammy's guitar pedals. The dieback, I believe they're called, and Shred Den has those exclusively here. They were kind of unveiling a Sammy guitar cabinet and head, and I believe now I could be mistaken, and I'm not 100% in the know of all this, but I know that I know enough to know that the Shred Den is going to be at least one of the people that carries that Sammy gear. They do have the dieback pedals, and I think they have at least one or two different ones of Michael Klein stuff, and I believe that's his name, Michael Klein. But this show right here, this Like Murder show, is going to be a fucking blast. Sammy and Mikey both are coming to the show. I confirmed that at the guitar clinic directly. I asked him if he was planning on coming for sure, because obviously sometimes plans change. I know Buddha put this up, a little over a month ago. And I know they've sold about 300 tickets to this thing for $10, an all ages deal, a bunch of bands on it for a birthday party. I believe it's his 50th birthday party, but I could be wrong on this one. Could be his 52nd. I don't know, but it's going to be a blast. The last one was such a good time. And I went with Jordan and his soon-to-be wife, Marion, and my wife, and we went out there and enjoyed some they did a great job with the Asabeth stuff. And I told Sammy when I was we're at the guitar clinic that I thought he looked so happy to be there, sharing that situation and being part of that, and seeing other people playing the music that he created. And the dude had a smile ear to ear, and he was like, yeah, man, watching those babies grow up is basically what it was. And the reason I say babies is because I asked him, hey man, what is some of your favorite Asabeth stuff? And he's like, you can't really pick one because they're all like his kids, he said, which I thought was fucking badass. So if you have a chance to do this and you're an Asabeth fan, I can't say enough good things about this particular deal. There's always great Asabeth stories going around, and two of the founding members of the damn band are going to be there. Jimmy Kyle was there last time. He unfortunately didn't play. I'm not totally 100% sure why he didn't play. He looked like he had a great time. He was up there jumping around and hooting and hollering. He looked like he had a fucking blast. I believe I posted a couple different things about that last one. I'm excited for this one, and that is on the 26th at Big's Bar in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So if you can make it out there, we'll all be there. There's going to be a bunch of us. I know Cannibal's going, Nate's going, Jordan and Marion are going, myself, and I believe my wife is going. I'm not positive who else from Minneapolis is going. I know we've got a crew going out there. It's going to be a blast. Chad Erickson in the Untimely, Corsair, let me see here, Witch Syndicate, The Stonedest, Nutcracker, Nutcracker Dungeonist at Barfly Skyway Theater on October 26th as well. That'll be here in the Twin Cities. And, of course, Chad is always very thankful for sharing his stuff. Minneapolis Halloween Party. I'm not even sure what that is, but it's at the Caboose, and I see an 81 there, and that usually means the fellers in the HA, I believe, red and white, and you can see the colors of that's red and white, so I'm sure that'll be Always go support your deterioration guys. Fantastic. And I believe Jim just played with Mellow Harsher on some touring dates as well. So always go support these cats. And again, go to Ritual Madness Podcast on Facebook, or you can check out my personal page, which is right here. Caster Valor is I'm going to be doing a Halloween party. Go check that one out if you get a chance. Again, like I said, you can. And here's we're going to segue right into this one right here, November 1st. Check out this show right up in here. It's hosted by Crazy Cats. Live painting going on. And every one of these bands right here are all fantastic. And that is going to push me into... I owe these guys a podcast. And I am damn determined to have them on here. We were trying to hammer out something before this show coming up, but unfortunately something didn't pan out. Like I said, it's been crazy busy this last month and last week, or this last month and this month. And again, I said the beginning of next month is basically we got no time. And if I can get somebody on here or people on here, I will definitely do it after I get my. When I did all these tests, all my cameras worked, and I thought that they would just pop right on and work like they normally did. So I've got some figuring to do. But that is my segue to the next tune that I'm going to be doing, which is going to be an Evernorth tune, because I am really digging these guys. They played some stuff, sent me some stuff, and I played it a couple podcasts ago, but I really wanted to give these guys some more love because I really like this stuff that they're doing. And don't forget, November 1st at Scowie Theater. Let me see exactly where it is again. I'm showing my slip right here. But, oh, Christ. I don't have anything pulled up, do I? I do not. Yeah. I don't have anything pulled up at the moment. There we go. Now I know what I'm doing for one quick second. So, yeah. I'm going to do some Evernorth. And let me see if I can get this queued up properly without lighting the place on fucking fire. Here we go. Let's play some Evernorth. Burn the Forest. Again, you can pick up this stuff on iTunes as well. They've got a couple different things on iTunes, but take a listen. If you like it, go check these guys out. They're badass.
Trees
Holy smokes, what is going down? Oh, that was a great tune by Evernorth. Make sure you check those cats out. You can get that stuff. Burn the Forest single. I believe there's a little EP they got with that Burn the Forest stuff. I haven't looked into that 100%, but I'll tell you what, that tune, and I believe there's another one that they did on this little EP thing that they just dropped. It is fucking badass. Go check those guys out. I'm impressed by those cats. I have not seen them live, but I should definitely do that. And you should too. Let me see here. November 1st at Skyway Theater Studio B. It is a Friday. And like I said, every band on there is fucking phenomenal too, by the way. So go support those cats. Let me see here. Go back to some more shows here. Gravesig is on November 1st as well. That is another thing that Dan Copy talked about. And Dan Copy is actually the vocalist for Gravesig. And kind of their, I believe it is Graves era and Danzig era Misfits cover band. And this is going to be a tight little jam right here. 331 Club is a nice small little place, and from what I understand, these guys put on a fantastic show, and the crowd that's been following them for a while now really gets into the show. So it is going to be a fun one. So if you get a chance, make sure you go over there to the 331. Be a good time. Another Callous Soul show coming up. Better Broken, which I've been planning to get those guys on here. I know they've been kind of busting their ass getting their shit together as far as a band and like putting out new material and everything. So Better Broken, I'll be trying to get those cats on here as well. I definitely would love to have Matt back on here. Matt's a silly cat, and Greg, old school cat, their vocalist. Schiltz, I believe his last name is. He used to jam with a guitar player that I jammed with for a long time, so we're familiar with each other. I haven't seen him in a while, but last time at their CD release or whatever, we chatted and we got to see them hang out. So Greg's a good dude. Great to see those guys back jamming and creating new music too. By the way, Super Suckers is coming to town to the Turf Club. Let me see here. Wasp, Death Angel. There was something going on with this particular. I think Death Angel may have dropped off of this tour. I know he was, and Blackie, I think, like canceled this tour like a year ago or 2 years ago, some shit like that. I know people were complaining about it. This is going to be a good show right here. This another Zimmergy thing in Menominee, Wisconsin over there. And this Caustic Abyss right here is a new band that Will Maravellis is putting together. And he has been releasing members of that band for like the last month or so. And each one of them dudes is a heavy hitter. It's like another all-star fucking metal band. It seems like, Will, with his studio, 1459, he runs across all of these cats and has jammed with a bunch of these dudes before. And telling you what, he's got some guys in this lineup for this band here that you'll definitely not want to miss. Ancient Entities. This band is phenomenal too. And last I heard, they were looking for a drummer, or they were running with just a drum machine at the. Want to say maybe a few months ago I had heard this from their ex-drummer. So I don't know if he rejoined them or not. I know that he said he wasn't opposed to it. I think there was things that he needed to get worked out. I don't know if his schedule or what it was, but that is going to be a very good show. So make sure you go and check that out if you get a chance. RT Quinlan's up in Duluth area, Headbangers for Vets, always support stuff like that. Here's a good one, man. If you're looking for Halloween costumes, masks, this dude does some really, really cool stuff. Tracy is the vocalist for Promodol, and he does this as a business right here, this Terror Class Aesthetics. I've had him on here a couple times talking about this stuff. I love that he's getting his brand all together and that he's been doing and taking these photos. And I know that his homie be taking some badass photos. So he's got lots of cool shit, man. Lots of cool stuff. You're looking for some sickness this holiday season, this Halloween season, sorry. This was uploaded on the 2nd. You can see that right there. Hit Tracy up for some good shit. This dude does a crazy, crazy work. And yeah, you can see some post-apocalyptic evilness. Very cool shit. So if you're looking for some costume ideas, costume things, masks, things like that, hit up Terror Class Aesthetics, right? That's what it's called, right? Yeah, Terror Class Aesthetics. So hit up Tracy and get yourself some, because that's some cool stuff. Grand Demise of Civilization, they released some stuff. You guys check these guys out. They're fucking one of the premier black metal bands in this area. I'm telling you what. I have personally jammed with 2 of the guitar players in this band, and they are fucking amazing. Great writers, all of that stuff. This is that Reaping show that I was talking about that's coming up on the 9th of November. This is a big one. If you guys get a chance to make it to this one, go check it out. Again, the Lyric and Studio B, they're doing both of those rooms. I'm not sure how that's going to work for them, man. When I was doing stuff over there, I was, setting more shows up over there last year. I was trying to get that done, and I didn't feel like I was pulling enough folks to do it, but we'll see what these guys do. And they're both big rooms, and if you don't have a lot of people in a big room, you know what that can feel like. If you've ever been in a band, it can feel fucking empty and like nobody's up in there. 10 people or fucking 50 people in a, couple hundred, capacity room. It doesn't seem like too much when it's in there, but please go support this if you can, and all that stuff. King Diamond Overkill coming to town, or coming to the area. Looks like, let me see. I can't see that little shit. Looks like it is, it even fucking coming here? Yes, November 10th. That beautiful deal right there is coming to town. So if you're into this stuff, which King Diamond hasn't been here in a long time, go check the show out. And the last few Overkills have been badass. So if you're a metalhead, you know that already. Fit for an Autopsy's coming to Minneapolis here. Go check that stuff up. Live Nation. Now, there's just so many damn shows. This can keep going. We've got so many shows coming up. This one right here is very appealing to me, though. I have not been down to one of these, and they've done, like you said, there's 4 of them there that they've done, and Descent of Man has been getting, and again, here you show up with the Ancient Entities and Yatuma, Glutton for Punishment. Like I said, they just released a new one, and these bands right here, and I don't know much about this one here, but these 4 bands are brutal as fuck. November 22nd, if you can make it down to Winona at the No Name Bar, this is going to be a really good show. So make sure you, if you can make it down there, go check it out. It's going to be a really good one. Lots of good shows coming up. Mortimer's has been doing more stuff. This is going to be a fun one. I hit the wrong button here. Of course, I've got to scroll again. But let me get here, and I will scroll to save you guys all of the things that you've already seen. And I'll try to get back to where we were here. Yes, the Winona show and the War Plague thing. That's what I was actually gonna show here. This War Plague show. This is gonna be a good one. At Mortimer's on the 23rd. Little motorcycle action, little annual Northeast motorcycle swap meet. Go check that out. Exodus is coming to town November 26th, if you can see that. 32 Headshots on November 30th. Josh Blues coming to town. Blood Incantation in December. Zeal and Ardor coming to town. This band is fucking amazing. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, please check these guys out. This is going to be a good one right here, too. Here's one, the Toys for Tots, NYDM Toys for Tots, 11th annual Toys for Tots show. I was really surprised when Stark did this show. Now, Chris Stark is a friend of mine and a club member for many years, but the way he did this, now 11 years already he's been doing this fucking shit, and I've never seen him do this before, where he took a hat, had his daughter draw the names of the bands that were going to play the show and draw the lineup order for the show. And I thought that was really cool. It's something that nobody's really done. And I know that he had a bunch of bands on this thing in that hat to pull out. But this is going to be a really good one. 11th annual NYDM Toys for Tots. Free entry with a toy, $10 with no toy, 21 plus, 6 p.m. doors, 7 p.m. music, December 7th at Club Underground. Come check it out. It's going to be a good time. I'm not sure who did this flyer, but I would not make it look like that. It would be prettier. But this is going to be a good show. And always thank you, Chris Stark, for putting this show together. It's always fantastic. I know I spend at least $100 on toys every year. I take my daughter. It's like an annual thing. We go and get toys for the kids and try to hit all kinds of age groups and shit. But yeah, it's a good time. So please go check that out as well. That's December 7th. I'm going to go back here because I know that I'm going to have to scroll back down again. But we did hit December. And again, I wanted to show you the camera angles for this new room. And they all were working. So I've got to monkey with this a little bit more. But I wanted to say what's up. And I wanted to say thank you for all the support. 415 subscriptions. People subscribe to this podcast on YouTube, and I appreciate every single one of you folks. So if you're listening or watching this right now, just go down in the corner. There's usually a little icon. Wait, it's on one of these two corners here. Subscribe to the podcast. Going to be trying to do a bunch more of these. Like I said, this month and into next month is going to be a little tough, but I know we've got some folks lined up and want to do the show. So definitely keep us in mind and make sure when you subscribe and like and do the notification stuff, you will definitely get notifications of when we start the shows and all of that happy stuff. Let me see here. YouTube with the inlay. Here we go. Here's a band, dude, that I have to say, I am so happy that this band right here, Towering Abomination from, I believe they're Milwaukee, is back together. We got to see these guys at this year's Slam Dakota Fest. That is the shirt that I'm wearing right now. The shirt that I found in the crowd. I found this on the ground, a 4X Slam Dakota shirt. I don't know whose it is, but I'm enjoying it. I'm wearing it, and I found it. Finders keepers type of shit. But Towering Abomination is a band that broke up from Milwaukee a couple years back, and I was really bummed out. These guys were fucking fantastic, and I actually ended up getting to buy some of their old merchandise for this band. I've been wearing the shit out of it, and they are such a good fucking band, and this is going to be a great show. Winter Slam with Putrid Pile, Crocophile, Towering Abomination, Between the Killing, and Ancient Entities. Again, this band, Ancient Entities, they keep popping up because they're a badass band. People know it. Hopefully they can get their drummer situation figured out. And if it may be figured out already, but I know a few months back, and I believe it was at Slam Dakota, I spoke to their old drummer, and he was no longer with them. And I hope he goes back because he's a badass drummer. But Towering Abomination is back together, and they're writing new material, and they released some stuff not too long ago. I believe at least a single. So go check it out if you can. This one was just dropped not that long ago, January 26th, with at the Fillmore in Minneapolis, Kerry King's band and Municipal Waste and Alien Weaponry. So go check that out. Niall's coming to town in February, I believe. And then Trivium Bullet for my Valentine, this shit in April 25th. And like I said multiple times during this whole thing, that you can go and you can always go to Ritual Madness Podcast at on Facebook and find all of these shows. I try to keep them in order chronologically for the most part, so that you guys can keep track of the time frames here. But I wanted to go back to this one right here because this one is tomorrow night. And if you get a chance, October 12th, Skyway Theater, Studio B. If you can make it out there, much appreciated. And go support those bands. It is going to be a great show. You get a chance to see these bad mama jammas. So definitely go out and check that show out. It's going to be good. I'm going to just sign off here pretty quick. I'm going to play one more tune off of that new Glutton for Punishment album. From Flesh to Ruin, it's the EP here. I'm going to be playing one of my favorite tracks off the album. So I want you to check it out. Take a listen. Vocalist change up here on this last one. Eric Kai's from Reaping Asmodea, Climactic. He's been at Etheric. He's been in a ton of different bands here in the Twin Cities. Great vocalist and a fantastic addition to the Glutton for Punishment lineup. Again, they are playing tomorrow at Studio B, Skyway Studio B. Go check that shit out. It is going to be there. I'll pull it up one more time. There you go. Skyway Studio B. Make sure you go check that out. And we'll listen to some of this new Glutton for Punishment album. Again, this one is called Sowing Seeds of Chaos. Enjoy it, because it is a bad mama jamma. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking the time to check out the podcast. And I would have loved to show you a little bit more of the studio, but my cameras are acting goofy. So you'll have to see it the next time. So pay attention. We'll be dropping some new podcasts real soon. Again, thank you all for your support. 415 subs. If you guys know some folks that would be interested in this type of stuff, have them come sub to our YouTube. Again, it's down in the corner here somewhere. But subscribe, say what's happening, like, comment, do all of that good stuff. Sowing Seeds of Chaos.